What's up, guys? Oisín from Team Ghost Ogre. Today I'm coming at you with my undefeated Galway regional Mekk-Knight deck profile. So I played the deck at the regional. I just thought it was a good meta call because it's pretty strongly anti-meta, and I suppose you guys just want to see the profile, so I'll get into it and I'll talk about the deck as I go through it. So I'll start with the main deck. I came first, obviously, like I went undefeated. XO1 I drew in my last round against UNDEFEATED. So first, 3 Alistair, Heart and Soul of the deck, doesn't really need any explanation. 3 Purple Nightfall, 2 Blue Sky, 1 Indigo, and 1 Yellow Star. I played this just because I'm playing 42 cards, so I like the extra chance to see another Mekk-Knight. Playing the so it's 3, 6. Playing the 7th mech gives an extra 7% chance to open a mech. And Ali mech, if you're going first, gets you Macabre Caliga, so it's just pretty good. And it also helps out back row and get rid of floodgates and stuff. It's just a nice card. And then for points of interaction with the opponent, I have 2 Ash Blossom, 2 DD Crow, 2 Gamma Seal, and 3 Gamma and the 1 Driver. So I am playing Lambda in the side deck, and I'll get to that. Lambda is actually really good with purple, because when you banish purple by its own effect, you get to search off Lambda. And it's also just nice when you open a Gamma and you're going first. Gamma Seal was really good. It helped me get over a lot of problem cards. It's good for adding towers and stuff. Like, there's a guy who randomly plays Math Mech, so it's handy enough for getting over that. DD Crow, I actually didn't see all day, but I played against like Luna and Shadal and like a lot of decks like that it was good against. And Ash, obviously, is Ash. It's good. It helps to make Purgatory and stuff too. Next, for spells, I had 3 Invocation. Shout out to Dylan Lee for the secret. I actually shout out to Aiden Byrne for forgetting to give me my Invocation. And then me having to ask literally everyone if they had a spare Invocation and tell everyone what my deck is before the event. Still won though. So and then I have the 3 Meltdown and the 1 Terraforming, and then 3 Instant Fusion. I've seen people play 2 of this. I think that's objectively incorrect. It's just the card is nuts. It helps extend going first. Like Alistair instant mech gets you some crazy plays.
I don't know what that means.
Shout out to Siri. Shout out to Siri, the true heart and soul of Team Ghost Ogre. 3 Desires. I've seen people play 2 of this. That's incorrect. If you play 2, if you play 3, okay. The main reason people have for playing 2 is because they don't want to brick and open 2 of them. But if you play 3, you only have a 3% higher chance of opening 2, which is just never gonna happen. And even if it does, you're usually fine because you're going second, so you have 4 other cards in your hand. It's just so good. It's just so good. 3 Call By, because we like resolving cards. Hornet Drones, this card's a bomb. I didn't see it once all day, but it's just so good. Like, it's too good not to play. It's a free Link 2. It makes any of your Link 2s except for Lambda, just on its own, purely on its own. Actually, any of your Link 2s except for Cross Sheep, I think it still makes Lambda. One of them doesn't use tokens. And then finally, for traps, 3 Evenly Matched. It's really good for getting rid of spiral boards if you can bait the Trigate. Trap decks, I thought there'd be a lot of trap. There was a fair few Ultragrass players, but I didn't play any of them, so it didn't really come up. I actually didn't see this card once. I did see it once, but I kept it in hand to negate trap with Macabre. So it actually does come up, even if you're going first. It can be useful against some trap decks. It can negate evenly matched and stuff as well. Like, it's okay. And then for extra deck, 1 Almirage, 1 Secure Gardener. If you completely brick and only open Alistair, this helps you make Macabre. Something that's really terrifying, actually, is if Secure Gardener gets no material, you just shit yourself. It's hilarious. And shout out to Stephen Martin for the Almirage. Kagari. There's more shoutouts that I missed as well. I'll come back to those. Kagari, because obviously you play the Hornet Drones. Madness, because you're playing Invoked. Cross Sheep, Phoenix, and Lambda. These are all my Link 2s. Cross Sheep is insane. I was really doubtful about playing the card before the event, but my team kind of convinced me to play it. And I made Boral Sword with this card so many times. Like there was one point where I played Decode Talker's Link 3, and I had Decode Talker, Caoilainn, Macabre, which is like a crazy board, because you just can't play the game, your opponent can't play the game. And I needed to make Boral Sword. So I just normal summoned Alistair and Decode into Cross Sheep, and then I fusion summoned and Cross Sheep summoned back the Alistair, and I had enough materials for Boral Sword, because I couldn't make it with the Decode. So it's just really, really good. Phoenix, good card. Lambda, insane. I made every single card in the extra at least once a day. The only thing... I'll come back with like changes and stuff after. Boral Sword, because you're trying to kill them. Thousand Eyes Restrict, good card. Caoilainn and Raijin, so these were my targets for Instant Fusion. I usually made this. I sometimes made this and summoned it back with Cross Sheep, which is really, really nice. So if you open Alistair Mekk-Knight, you can... Yeah, Alistair Mekk-Knight and Instant Fusion. You can summon this with Instant Fusion, go Cross Sheep, and just summon this back for free. It's class. Raijin, I made this once. It's just good against like weird normal summon rogue decks. And also its effect, its interaction with Meltdown is really good, where you can summon this and then use its effect on summon, and because you have Meltdown they can't chain to it, and you just get to book a monster and remove a negate, which is quite nice. One Purgatrio, because you only make this if you're killing, so you don't need two. And then two Macabre, and I think this is all you need. I never missed the third. There was actually one time when I did miss the third, and that was only because I misplayed, and I should have made a Purgatrio instead. So if you're playing the deck properly, that's all you need. And then onto side. 3 draw, because Spiral format. Also, this entire side could just have not existed, because I didn't see a single card for my side deck all day. And I sided like every game, and I never saw a side card. But I was really happy with the main. Like it was just, it felt perfect. And I think the side is perfect too, even though I never saw a fucking card from it. 3 Dark Ruler, because it's good for breaking boards, breaks Spiral, breaks Luna, breaks other weird boards, because you just activate this, go Purgatrio, hit everything, and then you just win from there. Usually you just hit everything with Purgatrio and then end in a Caoilainn, and they just can't play. Caoillain's nuts. Triple Twin Twisters for trap decks. Double Different Dimension Ground. I was going to play 3, but I couldn't get a third one. I think 2 is okay, but because I'm playing 42, I might try to bump this up to 3. Although I don't think it really makes too much of a difference. Because if you're going first against decks that this is good against, setting up Caoilainn is just as effective as this anyway. It's just kind of win more if they can out the Caoilainn. And usually you can set up Caoilainn Trigate so they can't out the Caoilainn. But yeah, this card's really good. It's good against Luna, Spiral, loads of other weird graveyard decks. 3 Judgment for going first. So if I'm going first, I'll take out the Evenlies and I'll put this in. Unless I'm against some weird matchups where I like to keep the Evenlies in for negates with Macabre. And then the 1 Reboot, because it's too good not to play. In terms of things I would change with the deck, the main felt absolutely perfect. So the main deck is 42 cards. It might seem like a lot, but it only I crunched the numbers, I did the maths and stuff. So that the chance of you opening Alistair, playing 42 cards over 40, is only 2% less. So the chance of you opening pretty much anything is only 2% less. So it doesn't really make too much of a difference. It felt perfect. Like the ratios felt absolutely perfect. I saw everything when I needed to see it. The only thing I might change is I might try to put in a Boar Load in the extra deck, because I need outs to random stuff. Like there was a one point where a guy went IP make Boral Sword, and I just couldn't out it, and it took me like 3 turns to get over it. And if I had a Boar Load, I would have been able to get over that. I don't know what I'd take out for it. Maybe I'd try to take out the Decode Talker, but it's just quite nice to use Cross Sheep to extend in Decode Talker and give an extra layer of protection for your Caoilainn. So that's about it for the profile. If you have any questions regarding like my deck choices or anything, I have rationale for everything I play, and I crunched all the numbers, so just leave your questions in the comments and I'll reply to all of them. Shoutouts to Aiden for the sci-frames. Shoutouts to the Evenlies I got from Steven, so shout out to him for that. Shout out to Dylan for the lift up, actually. I wouldn't have been able to make it without him. And shout out to David for the sleeves, being an absolute G, because the store didn't actually sell the right size sleeves. They only sold standard sleeves, so I just kind of shot myself when I arrived. And shout out to Michael for the Dark Ruler No More. And that's about it. Oh, and shout out to Cross Sheep for being an absolute G. Thanks everyone for watching. This is me signing out. Leave questions in the comments, and I'll see you next time.